And the Falcons will kick it off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Utah State's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position 1.
Wide open spaces. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thompson. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Leaves it with the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Barnes. Finds the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Thompson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Grab near the marker. It's Lane. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Sets up the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's complete to the left. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Just drives it between the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
He'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about in that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Air Force's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They'll run the option. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. The Falcons now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The give to the single back. Cross the 30 out to the 33. Engage 4 on the play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Johnson wants to throw it. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. They kick it away on 4th down. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 and the 23-yard line. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. On the ground, it's Jacobs. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Davis. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They go to the ground. And the ball's on the ground. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. From the gun to give, looking for room. Past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now on 1st down from the 30. Looking to pass, it's Barnes. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Thompson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Utah State has it inside the 20. Looking to throw on 1st down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Lane. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. He'll keep it himself. That is sucked out. Offense scoops it up and still going. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Never a doubt. That'll give them an early 6-0 lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he's going to try to return this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Here comes the option. Finding an escape route. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. Option look, it's Johnson. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Aggies! And they turn it into a defensive score.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Big fullback's got it. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Just got one on that last run. Now 2nd and 9 from their own 26. On the move, it's Latham. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Johnson looking to throw. Going deep. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played one. Boy, they tried to end the first quarter on a high note to no avail. Second quarter's coming. We reached the break, and Utah State holds the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. And the Falcons will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. From the gun, the ground game. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. He's loose. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run play action. Caught over the middle. It's Lane. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
Leads it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to throw, it's Barnes. Under fire. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They stop him well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that will extend their lead even further.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on. And you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. The pitch. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line. On the option. Now the toss. Finding open areas. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. The Falcons just got that huge run. They love another explosive play.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here, trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch on the perimeter, really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
And the Falcons are moving quickly down the field. Johnson wants to throw it. Pocket breaking down.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
The Falcons will try to pin them back with the punt. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw on first down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Well, will they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And this one will be stopped for no gain. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Bring in the heat. Catch in the middle, it's Boyd. Tackle is made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the first down. Punt is on its way. And the returner will be brought down. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Falcons need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Pulls it in. It's Roberson. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Gets the back moving. Off the play fake on first down. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. The Falcons with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now the pitch. Turning on the Jets. Oh, he's got some space. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. On the option, it's Johnson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Motion from the back. On the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Falcons need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Air Force.
Touchdown.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UNLV looks like the best show on the Vegas Strip right now. What a dazzling offensive showcase. They're up 14 over the Stallions. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Back to throw, it's Barnes. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chain. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark it down at the 38-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. The Falcons will bring the punt team onto the field. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Logan so far. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team at Maverick Stadium.
Utah State about to kick it off to open the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Trying to set the tone with the run. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. Handoff from the gun. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Johnson looking to throw. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
And the Falcons now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Falcons will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. From the shotgun, the inside give. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. He'll do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Here on third down. Back to throw, it's Barnes. Here's the pressure. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Now on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Starting to feel a little pressure. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The defense was in the dime package. They didn't have to send an extra rusher. The big fellas up front took care of that.
Yeah, and all dime means is I'm bringing an extra fast guy on the field and taking an extra fat guy off the field. But listen, the fat guys still get home. Isn't that beautiful? The big, athletic defensive line still does a great job getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Going to the ground. Fights off a defender. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Barnes. Lets it fly on the move. Makes a grab for a big play. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Utah State up-tempo.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal.
It's a seam wide open. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. This Utah State offense has it going. Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun. Give on the inside. Picks up the first down, still moving. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The give to the back. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped it. On 1st and goal, let's see what Utah State calls. They'll try to get it in with the run.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. They'll run the option. Creates a little space. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. See if they stick with that plan on 2nd. On the option. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, what a cut! Gets away from one, finds room. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. And the Falcons, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They are ready this time. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage. And after that big run, the defense answers. Trying play action. Great catch along the sidelines, but the object is to go forward. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. The give to the fullback. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll send out the kicker here. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Nestled just inside that right upright. The lead is now back down to 9.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The quarter comes to a close. Utah State has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. And after that last run, we'll see if they keep it on the ground on third. Looking for a man. It's Barnes. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. They'll go to the counter play. Oh, there he goes! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. So now it's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the fourth quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Looking downfield. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And the Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the tailback. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Barnes. Grabbed over the middle, it's Thompson. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. To the ground to try to move the chains. That ought to be enough for a Utah State first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll run it from the gun. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. The give and tick, 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 tick. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Aggie! Quick strike through the air for the score. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And that's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executed in the fourth quarter. Nice job.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Back to pass, it's Barnes. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. Second down, they'll go to the air. Going to try to get it himself.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Here's a heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Gets the back moving. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Pressure coming. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Great place to start for this offense. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Give to the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking for a crease, it's Jamison. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Makes the grab. It's Latham.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Falcons come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. Now on first down from the 28. Johnson wants to throw it. He wants a big play here late. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. A strong, methodical, workman-like effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.